Hello and welcome to Sports Today, 5 at 5. This is becoming a routine habit for me. I don't know how long we will be able to continue with this particular show because, to be able to generate interesting news uh, every single day is quite difficult. Having said that, I'm quite enjoying it. So are you, it seems to me. So as long as you guys enjoy it and I enjoy it, we'll do it. And then we'll see. How does it matter? We'll come up with some other idea. But for the moment, 5 at 5 again. Very important. Navdeep Saini might well bowl for India tomorrow. From what we know, his injury was is not that serious as it was assumed. That okay, there could have been an adverse impact based on the scan. So Navdeep Saini, if India needs him, might well. I'm using the word might because it's not 100% yet, but might well turn up to bowl for India tomorrow. That's a big welcome news and relief for India that Navdeep Saini, if India needs him to bowl, might well step up tomorrow because there are cracks for someone who's a hit the deck bowler with 145-50 pace. If the ball there is up and down bounce, Australia might have trouble against a Navdeep Saini. With weather around, you might want to use Navdeep Saini because, as long as you are able to keep Australia under control, you have every reason to believe that this miracle series continues to be a miracle for India. So big break on sports today. Navdeep Saini might well bowl for India tomorrow. From what we know, his scan results aren't that bad. So it must have been a mild strain rather than anything adverse, and he should be ready for action. Number two, the two stars of today. So my producer Trisha was telling me that why don't we give people something about Shardul Thakur and about Washington Sundar. So Shardul Thakur first as the senior partner. Shardul Thakur, from winning a speed gun competition in Mumbai 2008, before that, he actually comes from Palghar, and in a local Harris Shield match, he had scored 36, hit six sixes in that particular match. So he's always had the batting ability, hitting six sixes in that Harris Shield match, Shardul Thakur. Thereafter, in the speed gun competition, he bowled at 123 kmph. So that was judged by T.A. Shekhar, S. Srishant, among others, and was clearly one who had to be kept an eye on. And since then has come a long way, Shardul Thakur. It was an absolutely magical innings. Has always had this ability with the bat, like I told you. Had won that game against the West Indies for India in white ball cricket, and today demonstrated his skills with the red ball. And it was terrific to see that one rearguard action, 186 for six, to where India eventually went. So Shardul Thakur, Palghar boy, six sixes in the Harris Shield, winning a speed gun competition to representing India and at Fortress Gabba and doing what he's done. Well done, champion. Now to Washington Sundar, yet again a fairy tale story. Uh, Firstly, a lot of you have asked me why Washington. This is a well known story, but just to tell you in case you don't know, you know, his father, M. Sundar, had as his godfather a gentleman named P.D. Washington, who was very close to him, had mentored him, had sort of helped him in multiple ways, including his school textbooks and others. So when P.D. Washington passed away, just months before Washington Sundar was born, M. Sundar decided to respectfully honor his godfather by naming his son Washington Sundar. And Washington Sundar, in that under 19 competition where Rishabh Pant and Ishan Kishan, these guys were there. More importantly, actually, let me tell you this. It was Rahul Dravid and Paras Mamre who told Washington Sundar to also focus on his off spin. There was a possibility that Washi Sundar would open the batting. It was Rahul Dravid and Paras Mamre who encouraged Washington Sundar to take to his off spin because that might come of real use and will help him to cement a place in the team. And look what that has done. 3 wickets on debut, second inning still to go, doing what was done in 1947-48, that to Fadkar, and that absolutely magical innings. So much time he had. Well done, Washington Sundar. And on that count, Ravi Shastri is everyone's whipping boy. Memes after Ravi Shastri, etc. Give him credit. The Ravi Jadeja call, the Washington Sundar call, the Rishabh Pant promotion, some absolutely critical calls taken by the team management spearheaded by Ravi Shastri, the head coach. So give the devil his due. give Ravi Shastri credit for the decisions that have been taken in this particular series. Number 4, BCCI Apex Council to meet exactly 2 hours from now at 7 p.m. A lot of you had asked me about the timing, 7 p.m. Saurav Ganguly back in the chair, after that brief period of illness. He's absolutely fine, doing well and truly good. At his house, it is a virtual meeting. We'll join the meeting. Three important news points which I've told you about, just to remind you. One, will we have Ranji Trophy dates? From what I know, same formula, the Mushtaq Ali kind of bubble, same cities, same number of teams in particular cities, exactly the same idea. The Mushtaq Ali kind of bubble. When will Ranji Trophy start? Every chance it will start in February. So that's one important agenda. Number two, the FTP. How much will India ask the ICC for an extension for? The IPL with 10 teams, will they want a 60 or a 65-day tournament? That decision will be taken about the FTP to further go ahead and request the ICC. What will be the other board stand? So that is another critical call that will be taken at the Apex Council. What will be the BCCI stand as far as future FTP between 2023 and 2031 is concerned? And we will get to know for sure, it is definitely part of the agenda, on the restart of women's cricket. And we will absolutely put this point across on Sports Today. We want a resumption of the women's game. Pakistan touring South Africa, we want our girls to play. So we will ask the BCCI these questions, but I know for certain that women's cricket is definitely on the agenda for the Apex Council. Number 5, and in what is a really welcome development, I congratulate Kiran Rijiju and his team. It is very, very important. Very important. Kiran Rijiju Kiran Rijiju and his team, they have now decided that every sports venue or infrastructure will henceforth be named after a sports person. We know there has been a lot of controversy recently or in the past. Venues and infrastructure has been named after politicians, but in what is a welcome move on the part of Kiran Rijiju and his ministry, henceforth they will be named after sports people. That is a really good gesture to see and should improve or add to the respect and credibility of India's Olympic sport. That's all I have for you. 5 at 5, exceeded a couple of minutes, pardon me for that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Sports Today and ring the notification bell, because as I've constantly said to you, this is your platform. Thanks for watching.